Okay.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Azucena. You can call me Azucena. And for today's video, I'm going to do a requested video. Um, People have requested this video. Surprisingly, I know. Thank you for requesting this video. Thank you for requesting, period. Please request more videos down below or leave ideas, leave questions. I want to do a Q&A one day, you know? It'll be fun. Um, So today's video, as you can tell from the title, is how I got into these beautiful men called BTS. If you don't care about BTS or you just don't want to hear about it, you can click off, please subscribe before you leave. But watch my other videos. Don't just leave. Go to my channel, watch some other shit, there could be some other videos that you like. So let's begin. So, how I got into BTS. I mean, if we want to get technical, I got into BTS late 2017, but it was more like a guilty pleasure. I was just like, nah, I'm not into BTS, But let's just start in the beginning. How I got into K-pop in general. My first kind of like introduction to K-pop is probably the same as a lot of people here in the United States. Gangnam Style by Psy. He was kind of like the first K-pop artist that I got into, and I still listen to. He's great. He started his own company. He's flourishing. He's doing good stuff. And then from then on, another artist that I got into was, I'm gonna say her name really bad. I'm sorry, I don't listen. The way I say things in my mind is different from the way I say it in real life. So if I say their names wrong, I'm so sorry. I think it's pronounced Hyuna. This is her name. This is how it's spelled. I don't know how. Hyuna? I don't know. But her, here's a picture. She did like a song with Psy, like the Gangnam Style, but like the girl version, I guess. It was kind of like a part 2 kind of thing. She seemed interesting. I was like, who is this person? And then I looked up some of her music and I was like, she's cool. I still listen to her too. But from then on, I didn't really get much into the K-pop world. But other than that, yeah, I wasn't really in the whole K-pop scene back in the day. At that time, I was more into the band One Direction, as we may not know from my past videos. I think you can't see them like in my old wall where I had a bunch of shit on my wall. I feel like the whole like One Direction thing really, in a way, helped me get into BTS because in 2015 Zayn left the band, and then in 2016 they released their last album, and then they were gonna go on a 18-month hiatus. Directioner veterans can feel what I'm feeling right now with that gigantic lie. And I was graduating, and then I was going into college, so I wasn't really paying much attention to One Direction, mainly because, they weren't really doing music. They're like solo artists now. I mean, I did buy Harry's album. That was a sneeze. It got to a point where I was getting bored of waiting around. I was in college, I had other shit to do. And it was just like, I started unfollowing fan pages. I started to turn off my notifications. And I was just like, I'm just waiting around, But don't get me wrong, I was still, like, hardcore stan. Until the word BTS popped up every fucking where. What new oh my god, what new boy band breaking records, like biggest boy band in the world? I'm like, bitch, that's One Direction. Who the fuck is BTS? Who do these fuckers think they are? So, me being like, I was getting tired, and I was like, wait, hold on. Like on Twitter, I'm just like, One Direction, sit the fuck down, even though they were like not doing anything. I felt attacked, literally attacked, because every single platform that I went to, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all of their shit would be on my feed for some reason. Like their photos, their videos, just news about them, like their new song, and they're gonna perform at the Billboard Music Awards, and they won this, and they broke this record, and they broke that record, and I'm like, who are these people? What the fuck? And then they're like, oh, it's like a K-pop boy band. I'm like,
what?
K-pop? And I was like, okay, wow, which is like kind of understandable. Like the music here, I'm sorry to say, but there's fucking nothing new here. It's the same shit over and over again. It's just boring. So, like, I can see why BTS, they were there at the right time at the right place. We were getting bored, something new popped up, and we're like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Us Americans, we're gonna leech onto shit, We're horrible. I'm sorry for the rest of the world. JK government, don't come for me. Take a joke. So they were becoming big, they were just pushed upon in my feed, and I'm like, why? I don't like you, like, get off. And then, so I try to avoid it, and every single day, literally I'm in college just trying to, de-stress from school, and it's just BTS this, BTS that, and then my sister texts me, like, do you know BTS? Do you hear about this, like, new boy band that's like defeating One Direction? I'm like, first of all, One Direction is not gonna be beat, and so I'm just like, you know what, I'm fed up with all of this shit. What the fuck is happening? So as I scroll, and I'm like, okay, who retweeted this? It was like a BTS fan page account, but then I like recognize, like I scroll, and I'm like, oh my god, you used to be a One Direction fan account. So as I'm scrolling, I'm like, oh my god, like, I follow you only because you used to be a One Direction fan account and you turned into a BTS fan account. And it happened not only on Twitter, but it happened on Instagram. And I'm like, why am I seeing all of this stuff about BTS and BTS? And I click on the profile, I'm following them, and they're a BTS account that used to be a One Direction account. And I'm like, oh my god, like, Directioners are being, like, converted into this new fucking fandom, I'm like, oh my god, traitors. So I, like, unfollow them or whatever. And then, like, I follow them back, like, a couple weeks later. I unfollow people, I'm like, I need to clear this shit out, I mean, anyway, there's nothing like on Twitter, on my feed at least, because One Direction weren't doing anything. So I was like, I was more into YouTube at the time, looking at fucking memes at Vines, Vines that cure my depression, those compilations. And then I'm on YouTube, and I just, all that's recommended is like BTS's video for DNA, and just other fucking videos, and I'm like, I don't want to watch BTS. I don't. And then I go on Twitter one day, the world is fucking exploding for some reason. They release a video, or like a song, in which they collaborated with Steve Aoki and Designer, called Mic Drop. Now, for those who know me, one of my all-time favorite songs of BTS, for this reason that I'm about to tell you, is Mic Drop. I know Kathleen right now is like laughing. She's like smiling. She's like, ooh bitch, I fucking know this story. I like Steve Aoki. He collaborated with Louis Tomlinson before. I'm just like, we adopted you into the fandom. What are you doing with BTS, you know? That whole, I was a gross fangirl back then. I've been a fangirl for, like, since, like, 2003, like, 2004, like, since I was very little, okay? Like, that's all I've been doing, so don't, like, I know, I'm an old fangirl, like, I've been through it all, okay? It's all blowing up. I'm like, I refuse to listen to the song. I don't care. It was on the radio. I switched the channel. I was like, I'm not gonna listen to BTS. I'm not gonna be those people that are gonna, like, you know, be on the bandwagon just because they're popular, you know, like, no, like, no. It just gets to a point where that's all I'm seeing for, like, a straight week, bro. Like, a week. On Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Like, mind you, I don't follow anything of BTS at this point. Like, nothing. So I'm very confused as to why it's just being, like, promoted to me. Like, I unfollowed, like, the pages. I didn't even know BTS had a Twitter, you know, like, I didn't know. I thought they were just, you know, like, they release songs, you know. I don't fucking know anything about them at that time. And then, on YouTube one day, and I'm like, you know what? This shit has to end. What the fuck is so good about them, right? Mind you, at this time I'm at college. I'm in my sophomore year. And I sit down, or lay on my bed, to watch the music video for Mic Drop. I'm like, once again, I'm a film major. It's just, that's all you need to know. With an editing emphasis. Okay, it's just a little background information. So then there's like a little intro. And I'm like, oh my god, this is taking so long. You know, I really didn't want to watch the video, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go quickly. And like the music is already sounding. I'm like, oh, I have to go back. You know, like you can double tap to like go back and forth. And I exited out, and I was like, you know, no, like, it's taking too long. Which, it only took like 10 seconds for the music to start, but I was so impatient. So, you know, I calmed down, and I'm like, I just need to see what the big deal is, you know? Like, if they're good, they're good, you know? Like, I'll move on, you know? It's not like I'm gonna be a fan of theirs. So I watched the video. And fuck. Let me fucking tell you. It was the best music video I have ever seen in my life. Are you fucking joking, bro? The thing is, at that time, I was in denial, okay? But the fucking song fucking slapped, okay? It was a bop. Like a hardcore bop. And the editing, I showed it to like my friends, because I showed it to my friend to Shields, and I was like, oh, I don't like them, I just like the editing. That's literally what I said, like, at first. I even showed my sister. I was like, oh, I don't like BTS, I just, you know, I like the editing. And my sister's like, that's how it starts. I'm like, no, I don't like them, I swear. She's like, you're God. The song was amazing, the editing was amazing. I was like, whoever edited this fucking music video, I need to meet them, because that, I don't know how, like, whew, my eyes, oh my god, orgasm, an eye orgasm. It was so beautiful. I was speechless when I finished. I was like, I was not expecting that, like, not. And then I proceeded to watch it like 10 more times after that first time. It was to the point where I watched that music video every single day. Every single day. So then from then on, I was like, I don't like BTS. That song was cool. I just like that one song. Yeah, I added it to my playlist. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean I'm into them. I don't like BTS. And then I go to their channel and like DNA is right there, you know? So I'm like, it won't hurt. When I watched fucking DNA, First of all, the colors. I love color. Might not be able to tell because, you know, this wall is gray. But I love color. At this time, I don't know their names. You know, I don't know. Who the fuck was that? Who is that? That's what I thought to myself. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? I was just looking for him for the rest of the video. I was like, you are beautiful. Like, beautiful. And then they're performing at the BBMAs again, or like the American Music Awards. I don't know. When they released Fake Love, when they had their comeback, and I'm like, I don't care. Fake Love. Haven't heard it. I don't care. I'm not into BTS. I'm not. I refuse. And then, you know, it's June 2018. Mic Drop is, you know, recommended to me again. So I was like, one more time for good measures, you know. It's fun. And then Fake Love is in the suggestions. And I'm like, that's their new song that they released. I'm like, okay. And then any ARMY can fucking relate to what I'm about to say. I saw blood, sweat, and tears. I have never, ever felt more attacked in my life. And remind you, at this time, I still don't know who any of them are. I don't know their names. I don't know. What the fuck? Are you joking? No fucking words. I was left speechless, bitch. Speechless. I was like, how can a human being be so beautiful and so pretty and so perfect? At that point, I was like, I'm fucking gone. Like, I'm like, I need, like, what the fuck did I just watch? And then I'm just like, you know, no, like, I'm not into, no, I'm not. I go to my summer camp job and, you know, we get days off, so I get like a day off throughout the week. And that time I just spend watching like music videos and trying to kind of understand who is who. I watched those like BTS guides, but then they turned into like crack videos and I was like laughing and I'm like, okay, wait, hold on. So then I started making like a playlist of things that I needed to watch once I got back from the summer camp job. And once I went back, I literally spent like 2 weeks straight on just fucking all things BTS. Like, I caught up from like their start to the fucking, they were about to come back with Love Yourself Answer. It was the best 2 weeks of my life. I've never had so much content to watch of BTS. Like, now I've already watched everything they've released on V Live. I've watched all of like their crack videos, their videos on their channel. I follow them. I looked at all their pictures. Like, I know their story. Like, it just like, wow, it was a lot to take in. It felt like it was such a long time, but also so short. And then I was just left there like all empty, and I'm like, I'm done. What do I do? Like, And then, you know, I see that they're coming back, and I'm like, what the fuck is a comeback? Like, I thought they weren't gone, because usually here, like, a comeback is like an artist like leaves for a very long time and then they make a comeback, you know. But I guess to them it's like the same kind of idea, but like it's when they're releasing new music. When here they're just like, oh, my new single is up, but they're like, oh, we're coming back, and everyone's just like, fuck yeah, bitch, you know. Which now I am. Fuck yeah. And then they release Love Yourself Answer with like Idol, and I'm like, you know. And like at that time I already like caught up with everything, and like I was like watching them in the news, and I'm like, fuck yeah, they deserve everything. And like by that time I've already like dropped One Direction. Like you can see like my comeback video where I put the poster up on my wall, that poster up on my wall, and I'm like gone. Like if you guys haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below. It's funny. It was the best thing ever. I'm just so happy that I got to know BTS. Like I'm even so happy to just be alive at this time when BTS are like a thing, you know. I mean, since then, I mean, I've gotten their Love Yourself and Love Yourself series CDs. So Love Yourself, Her, Tear, and Answer. I've gotten recently Map of the Soul. I have listened to their past albums, obviously, duh. But I don't have money to buy the albums, but I will one day. I will collect all of their albums one day. That's my goal. That's what I like. I like collecting CDs. And plus they give you fucking presents in the fucking, like, who does that here? Who does that? Like, no artist does that here. And they just give you presents. It makes you feel better. Like, you're like, oh my god, thank you so much for thinking of me. I went to go see Burn the Stage in theaters. I went to go see the Love Yourself concert in theaters. Let me tell you, I was this close. This close. They performed at the Staples Center on my birthday in 2018. I was this close to spend all of my summer camp money to buy myself a front row seat ticket to go see them at the Staples Center. But being the responsible adult that I am, I used that money to pay for my tuition. Do I regret it? Yes. 100%. Because then they blew the fuck up this year. Like, they're doing a stadium tour. And it's sold out. So, please get me famous on YouTube so I can afford to go to their next concert, because I really need to go. I haven't gone to a concert ever. That's a lie. I have been to one concert. I don't know where it was because I was small. I went to an RBD concert. They were like, it was like this telenovela on Univision. My godmother got us tickets. She said we were going to a Halloween party, so we like dressed up like them in the TV show. But she took us to the concert instead, and I was, oh my god, freaking the fuck out. But you know that was like in what, 2008, 2007. Or 2006, early on. Okay, so I think it's time to go to another concert. I just need to. I need to before I die. You know, like wow. And that is the story of how I got into BTS. Sorry to those One Direction fans who are gonna get offended, but like I know a lot of us ex-Directioners will relate to me. Like, if you guys aren't standing BTS, you guys are missing out. You really are. Like, they're so beautiful. They're so humble. They're beautiful souls. They care so much. They're amazing. I love BTS. That's my story. Comment down below what other stories you want to hear. Maybe like reaction videos of some of their music videos.
Oh shoot.
What?
You know you're filming?
Yeah.
What you filming? Oh,
How am I going to BTS? Look how long it is.
Jesus. I'm going to sleep.
Do you want to say bye?
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. I'm going to sleep too.
Bye.
Bye.